Hello everyone, welcome back to my series on Minecraft, the Feed the Beast Direwolf pack. Another update of what I've been up to. I'm in my original house and I'll show you. I kind of gutted it a little bit and now I've made the move, so I'll show you the update there. Used to be a smelter there and just it's all gone. Oh well. Learn to move. So my bee area also gutted. I've got a new spot for them, which I'll show you here in a second. So I planted some giant redwoods here, and this one over here is right on my house, like I said I was going to do. I've got some solar panels. I put in a couple mediums and some low voltage. Don't really need a lot of power. Probably recognize that from my intro screen. So this is the ground floor. I haven't done a lot of prettying up yet. This tree I hollowed it all out after planting it here and waiting for it to grow. As you can see, we're moving on up. So this is just a rough breeding area I've got when I have a bunch of pristine drones that I want to make pure for inoculation. So I stick them in here with a whole bunch of drones and let them purify. That's all I do this, use this for. This racket in the background, this is my tree farm. 2 tree farms. One of them I've been using for wheat, but I've got enough wheat now, so I switched it over to wood temporarily. Those are MFR harvesters and planters and fertilizers. I'm using the MFR fertilizer. Powering these with magnetic engines, and those are actually using the combs from my bees to make the lava. I get lost every time around here. Just take another look here. So you can actually harvest these clouds, you see over here. So I harvested the cloud here and put it on the top of my tree. As you can see, we're a long way up, so I'll head back down. This is my bee room. Just today I added all these frame housings. They're all loaded with impregnated frames. I have about, I don't know, 16,000 frames in my storage. And I've labeled them all. I don't have them all filled anymore. I took a bunch of bees out just because I have so many combs to process. I don't need a bunch. So I got, you know, my meadows and forests and all those. I don't really need those generating the regular honeycombs. Now some aren't labeled. I just threw a bunch of extra ones in here, like I needed some gold, so I threw in a gold princess. All lit with wrath lamps now. Next floor down is my little kind of machine shop. As you can see, it's a bit busy in here. All my bee machines moved over here now. I just threw a hopper on here because I had a bunch of drones to get rid of. Don't normally hold that on there. So as you can see, I've been adding more and more forestry. I actually ran out of wall. I had these all, you know, a space between each, and now I'm starting to have to squeeze the centrifuges together. And here's my nether stuff. My smelter, if you can believe it, actually got a little bit bigger. So I can now do 8 blocks or 4 ingots, or both. Now you see all these coke ovens. That's because I have so much excess wood. So I wanted the creosote for making impregnated frames. Darn Enderman. I needed the void chest just to throw some drones in there when I've got a bunch. Most of my, well, I think all of my princesses are 4 fertility, so they make a ton of excess drones. So I need to ramp that back at some point. So I use gas tiers for my reactant dynamos. This is how I get them. It's so mean, but anyway, I'm not going to listen to them with video. Got some composters going here to make the fertilizer. This is the heart of my whole power system. I'm using fruit juice and biomass to make biomass with the saplings and the mulch from. The fruit juice is made from squeezing apples, and the mulch is a byproduct of that. This is a bed. You click on that and spend the night. That's if you haven't seen that before. I've got some crafting terminals here. I have multiple projects on the go all the time, so that's why I've got 4 of them. I got a bunch of stuff in here. You can see I actually had to use the deep storage unit because, well, you can see I've got almost 1 million oak wood, or a cart assembler for Steve's carts. I haven't tried that yet, so I'm looking forward to doing that at some point. Lots of storage drives and stuff. This lava tank is just sitting here so I can see when I'm out of lava. This is actually for my pump, which I'm not using that lava now, so this is, some other people are using it too, so I have this set up so I can see when they run out. Move the pump for them. And you'll see the pump here shortly. I'll show you that too. And this is my power / storage room. The solar comes down here and charges it. You actually don't see the cables. They're coming down behind the wall. And then it goes to the MFSU and then back up through these transformers to the low voltage ME machines upstairs. Here I've got 24 reactant dynamos now. They put out 80 RF a tick, which is just under 2000 RF a tick as my output. And I turned these on for some reason. They shouldn't be on. Yeah, I don't know why I left those on just a little while ago when I was switching the lava tank over. So I use the ender chest for distributing stuff, like here's gas tiers. And so there's an export bus from my ME system to it. And then it goes to this ender chest over here. Then through the item duct to my engines. Those are my farms up at the top of my tree. And there's my wheat for my the ranches that you'll see shortly. B frames that goes all these are hooked to export buses. So I fill them from my ME system and then use the chest to transport the stuff to wherever I need them. And all those chests are full. And I use an auto workbench here to make impregnated frames for my bees. There's my deep storage units. I'll be adding more of those auto workbenches, I think, just to kind of automate more stuff. My storage room, remember that was empty? I've done a bit of work in here. So I've been using ender tanks on everything, so I prefix all my tanks to cyan for supply, and then it's a suffix like the creosote output would be brown, yellow, cyan. I do it backwards. So basically anyone here on the server knows that I'm using the cyan channels for the ender tanks. And all my ender chests are all diamond locked to me, so no risk of overflow there. Lots of biomass, and there's the fruit juice there. And if I run out of fruit juice, I'll just switch over and use water for a bit. But so far I haven't run out. My mob essence goo for the auto spawner. Seed oil and honey are pretty low. I've got a bit of DNA there, way more than I need. Down here, still a bit of a mess. I've got a few sheep. Now I have all those sheep because I need the compost, like the sewage from them to make the fertilizer. And then I've got two little breeding stations in here. I just change the sheep colors once in a while just to grind them up and the wool up and get the colors. Poor little sheeplings, as Kara would probably call them. So these, as soon as they grow up, they get nommed on by this grinder, and then I get the mob essence from them. And lots of wool. I've got so much wool and string, it's crazy. I just had a couple temporary alvearies here while I changed things upstairs. So today I changed this over to a magmatic dynamo. This was a what are they called? The biogas engine with creosote and water, or creosote and lava. But since now I have phosphor combs from my nether bees, I don't really need it anymore. So I went back to just lava since I got lots of those and lots of lava. So a couple fruit pickers over here to get chestnuts and apples for my seed oil and my fruit juice. Okay, now we'll go to the nether. I don't know if I should pause it or not, but we'll see. I'll show you the nether hub that Kara built. I had no idea how laggy this is going to be, so I'll give it a second here before I go moving around. But we just use the link books here, so I could go to, say, Sussex Driver's house. I could just click on his book, and off I go to his house. Now you see on the mini-map, on the upper right there, you see some stone up at the top. That was from my pump. Oops, I was a little bit close to this. I wish I'd have moved further away. Well, actually, instead of going back to my house and using the books, I'll just use a portal here. And there's the endothermic pump that I keep forgetting the name for. So you set this up at the lava was about the same level as the bottom of this netherrack here. And then I put on 3 pieces of fluid duct, a couple magmatic engines, and then my ender tank. This fills the tank on the other end. And then what I did is I took a bucket of lava and just dropped it in one of these engines, and it fired up the pump. Pumped the lava into this fluid duct and actually fill both of these engines. So it's you kind of start the thing, it's almost like priming a pump. Give it some lava and then it starts running on its own. This is my nether bee area. So instead of going through the portal, I just thought it'd be easier to do it this way. So I don't have too many bees here yet, just a few. I just today added frames to them. So they started with one drone, so they've done 20 generations. No, actually it'd be less than that because 4 each, so it'd be like 4 or 5 generations. Anyway, I'm not doing the math right now. So I do my nether breeding in these apiaries. So the alvearies I'm only using once I have a strain that's pure that I want to keep. The rest of the time I just use apiaries. Just the one chunk loaded. And this whole B area is basically one chunk, as you can see up in the right on the map there. Don't know why I chose to come back here to close the video off. I'll probably end up lagging it, but sorry. I'll give you another update soon, assuming I keep going here. I'm kind of running out of things to do. I might try the Steve's carts, and I haven't put the alvearies up on the trees yet, which I was looking to do. So probably do some more bee stuff, and I've got some other projects planned for other mod packs or else other games. So I'll keep things rolling out on YouTube for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll have another update for you soon, and have fun.